Hi, everyone! Unaware of the trials its grin will face, this bug-eyed creature begins its incredible animal transformation, with much work to refine its voice.
Stay away!
Things haven't been too impressive so far, but once it grows a bit more, the hyenas will scatter in terror and people will stand frozen in awe, just like Alex's fans from Madagascar.
Sounds like a question.
Baby giraffes are so charming that you can't help but want to befriend them, especially since they seem totally fine with it. Even as they grow up, they stay just as friendly. But if trouble strikes, they're not equipped to protect themselves. Who will this adorable little creature become as it grows? A short-lived ASMR clip featuring a pint-sized cougar stealing the show.
Even if you don't
Even if
believe
you're
in Darwin's
skeptical of
theory,
Darwin's
this baby
theory,
gorilla's
this baby
meaningful
gorilla's
look
soulful
will
gaze will
definitely
spark
make you
some
wonder.
curiosity. And the antics of adult monkeys, they'll definitely seem familiar, like someone you know. Perhaps not in the very first moments of their lives, though. Gazing at this adorable little dragon, you dream of keeping one as a pet until you catch a glimpse of its future self. Meet the alligator snapping turtle, one of the world's largest turtles.
Even the most dangerous sharks look so cute as babies that you want to buy an aquarium and take a couple with you. But it's better not to come too close to the adults unless you're protected by a giant cage.
Tiny meerkats are endlessly curious critters, and they carry that inquisitive spark throughout their lives.
Look at this friendly bunch of cuttlefish.
Check out this charming group of tiny cuttlefish. If they were full grown, there wouldn't be space for even
If they
one
were
of them.
adults, there wouldn't be enough room even for one.
If you've watched
If you've seen
you can
Beethoven,
probably
you
guess
already know how this
will
video is
wrap
gonna
up.
end.
Das White Dice.
Want to know what breed
Curious
this
about
brown
the
dog
breed
is?
of this
Well,
brown
pretty
pup.
soon this
Just wait,
dog,
this dog
will look
soon
like
transform
this.
to look like this.
We are left with one conclusion from this
leads to
video.
one clear
Small
takeaway.
bears are just
Little bears
big
are
cats.
just oversized kittens, and grown bears, they're absolutely massive felines.
And big bears are very, very big cats. By the way, with the right method, you can even train a wolf.
But by the way, with the proper technique, you can even tame a wolf. Does it remind
Do
you
you think
of
it
a
looks like the
werewolf
offspring
pup?
of a werewolf? In a
You're
way,
not
you're
wrong.
right, because in a
just
couple of
few
months, this
little
baby
one
will completely
transform
change its
entirely,
appearance and
turning
become a
into
carefree
playful,
and funny red
hilarious
ruffed
red
lemur.
ruffed lemur.
It's amazing how many
astonishing
human features this
human-like
baby
traits this
orangutan has on
baby
its face.
orangutan's face displays. And that grown-up one, it's bound to make you think of a neighbor or two. En I zit hier getitzer sise.
And surely this adult specimen reminds you of some of your neighbors.
Some folks see baby
Some
bats
people
as tiny
think baby
dragons,
bats
but
look
to
like
us,
dragons,
they're
but to
the
us they
sweetest,
look like the most
innocent
harmless little
creatures in this
babies of this
lineup.
selection.
Hard to
It's hard to
imagine
believe that they
they'll
will soon be in your
star
nightmares. You have a few seconds
You've
to
got
guess who
just a
this
moment
baby
to
will
guess what
become.
this baby will grow into. You won't believe it, but it'll transform into a creature far too massive to hold in your arms.
You won't believe it, but it'll turn into this creature. That you won't be able to lift in your arms anymore. Watch how carefully this little tapir explores the world
Watch how
around it with its
delicately
wiggling
this tiny
nose.
tapir navigates its surroundings with its twitching nose. As it grows, that nose morphs into a short trunk, just as vital as an elephant's. The tapir's trunk isn't just for sniffing, it's used to touch objects and even breathe underwater.
With age, its nose turns into a small trunk, which performs functions no less important than that of an elephant. The tapir uses its trunk not only for sniffing, but also for touching things around it and breathing underwater. Meet the tiniest
Introducing
bullfrog in the
smallest
world,
bullfrog,
but it won't be for
stay
long.
tiny for long. Say ten dibats out the chai.
you know that foals
Did
are
you know
born
foals
toothless?
are born without teeth, but their pearly whites sprout far quicker
But their
than
teeth
in human
appear
kids,
much faster
within
than in
the first
human
few
children,
weeks, to be
more
exact.
precisely during the first
That
weeks
said,
of life.
horses grow
But
at a
apart from that,
leisurely
horses
pace,
do
taking
not
7
grow very
years to
fast.
fully mature.
This process takes 7 years. You would probably like
You'd
to
likely
hold this
wanna
animal
cuddle
in
this
your
little
arms,
creature.
and there's nothing
And
to prevent you from
stopping
doing
you.
so.
Baby
Porcupines have very soft
surprisingly
quills.
soft quills.
Actually, their quills are just
In fact,
hairs that have
those
changed over
quills
the
are
course
just
of
hairs
evolution.
transformed through evolution. But steer clear of the adults unless you want a prickly encounter.
However, it is best to stay away from these animals as adults. Few animals in
creatures
nature
in the
look as
wild are as
epic as the
majestic
white
as the
tiger.
white tiger. Yet, as cubs, these fluffy, adorable bundles make you want to bring one home. Sadly, their
But when
striking
they're still
coloration
babies,
comes
these
with
animals are
challenges.
so cute and
Genetic
fluffy that you'd
mutations
probably
often
like
lead
to
to other
take one
defects,
home
and
with
the
you.
odds of a white tiger being born are a mere 1 in 10,000.
But unfortunately, there are also a number of problems behind this unusual coloration. The fact is that, due to this mutation, other genetic defects are also common in white tigers, and the probability of such an animal being born is only 1 in 10,000. Tallest in the world,
Great
for that matter.
Dane.
Meet the Great Dane.
The tallest
This dog
dog breed in the
usually
world,
reaches about 31
typically
inches in
standing
height.
around
However,
31
it does
inches
not
tall.
use its size to scare
Despite
others
its
and is
towering size,
unlikely
this
to be the
gentle
first to
giant
show
doesn't
aggression.
intimidate
Before
others
attacking
and
it,
is
make sure
rarely
that
the
it
first
does
to show
indeed have an
aggression.
adversary in
Before
front
it
of it.
reacts, it carefully ensures there's a real threat in front of it.
Hey guys,
folks,
do you
can
see
even
anything
through
with those bangs?
Good thing this Highland bull's short trim won't last long. It'll soon morph into a massive furry mammal.
That's better. However, this
Meanwhile, some
Highland
people are
bull won't
grumbling
last
about
long with
brushing
that
their
short
cats.
haircut, as it will soon turn into a giant pile of hair. And in the meantime, some people are complaining about having to brush their cats. Don't let this
Don't be
kitten
tricked
fool
by
you
this
into
kitten's
thinking that it's an
innocent look,
ordinary
thinking
cat.
It's just a regular cat. In just a few months, this fluffy little bundle
Within a few
will
months, this
transform
helpless
into
ball
a
of fur will have
majestic
grown into a 22-pound
Maine
Maine Coon. Everyone should envy the
admire
koala's cold-bloodedness and will to
fierce
win.
Determination. Fun fact, newborn koalas tip the scales at just 0.2 ounces. Curious how
And
light
here's a
that
fun
is.
fact,
Place a
newborn koalas weigh
medium-sized
only
coin in your
0.2
palm.
ounces. If you want to know how much it is, put a medium-sized coin in the palm of your hand.
Polar bear cubs begin life at just 2 pounds, but they'll soon grow into mighty giants, weighing up to 1,800 pounds. No wonder even the toughest predators steer clear of this massive beast. If you love this, hit that subscribe button to catch more amazing animal
Polar
facts.
bears weigh just about
See
2 pounds,
you
but in the future,
the
they can put
next
some weight, up to
video.
1,800 pounds. Needless to say, even the most powerful predators would not stand a chance against this